Just first of all, your reactions to tonight's game.
I'm very pleased with the win. Clearly, I just thought we did a nice job of coming out ready to go in the first 5 minutes, and we certainly started a new person in Sierra, and she came out and gave us some quality minutes and was able to help us right away put the ball in the basket. So that was really nice. I guess I'm a Virgo perfectionist and expect that all the time. So when we started to get a little careless with the ball and got a couple of turnovers, actually double-digit turnovers in the first half, I just wanted us to be able to keep the ball off the tips of their fingertips and make solid decisions, solid plays, because you just be patient and see what develops. So in that regard, I was just a little disappointed that we threw it away so much, but at the same time, we were able to come back and respond in the second half.
20 points out of Sierra. Is this what you expected you'd get out of a healthy Sierra this season?
Oh, absolutely. And to go way back, she had to sit out last year, so she was in practice, and we were able to see what she was capable of doing. And I saw her at Green Bay. She's from Wisconsin, and she wanted to go to Green Bay so bad, and I was actually there as the recruiting coordinator, but we had filled our spots. And so she ended up going to Marquette, or was going to go to Marquette on a track scholarship. But then she decided that she loved basketball and went to lacrosse, and as soon as I got the job here, she wanted to play, and I said absolutely. So she is somebody that, due to transfer rules, had to sit out last year, and then got hurt. So she was factored into the plans early, thinking some of these teams that we had scheduled with Sierra in there and her ability to put the ball in the basket. But so we've known all along. It's just she's just been waiting patiently for her chance.
How does having her healthy now? How does this change the lineup? Change kind of your focus out on there on the court?
Well, it just, I think that it's going to be able to open up things a little bit because people are going to have to honor Sierra's outside shot. And she's quick. She's quick as well. She's able to put it on the floor and penetrate. She gets up and down. She's not even close to be 100% though, which is a great thing. But she is able to get out there and perform. And I look forward to her coming in the second half of the Horizon League and being a factor.
Scoring 80 points, obviously a good game offensively for you guys, but only shooting 45% from the field. Is that something you think you should have been better shooting-wise today?
Well, I just think that we got in transition. We were able to get some pitch outs and, a lot of new faces coming into the lineup. They hadn't really played together as much, and sometimes when you're playing people that don't get a whole lot of time, they're maybe a little nervous and they're not as confident shooting in front of the crowd and whatnot. So I just know that the percentage, our free throw percentage is probably, what were we 5 of 12, so that's maybe where I'm a little bit more alarmed than our field goal percentage.
Defensively, can you talk about the effort, holding them to 20% shooting?
I think that our girls, we really talked about that's where it needs to start. We talk about our offense beginning, number one, with great defense and rebounding. So that will ignite it, and we were able to get down on their post kids, give help on their post kids, and I thought we did a good job of rotating out to their perimeter kids and then securing the rebound and going the other way.
You're now 6-2 in the conference and undefeated at home in conference. With the rest of the schedule coming up, the games you guys got at home now are the teams you lost to before. What are your expectations the rest of the way out here?
Well, I just think it's game by game, and having Milwaukee and Green Bay, we only beat Milwaukee by a point or two, and we got blown out at Green Bay. So when people talk about, do you think you're making steps and strides in the right direction? Yes. However, the team that we're aiming for, we didn't even compete with. So that was a little deflating to know that, but we have been competing with everyone else. So it'll be a test next Thursday against Green Bay to see if we have taken any steps.
Now talk a little bit about how you guys have really matured throughout the season, taking the Horizon League play really to heart and to challenge, and how big defensively has you been stepping up as a coach and as the team itself?
Well, I just think that we put a lot of emphasis on defense in practice, and that's something that we hadn't really done in a long time. We dedicate at least a good portion of 30 minutes, whether it's not even going over the other team's defense. It's really just shell drill principles, because a lot of we're young. A lot of our kids have never really been shown help side defense, or in high school they only played zone. So a lot of the jump switching that we're doing and defensive stuff that we're doing, I attribute to a lot to Coach Gary. Coach Gary's been a huge factor in developing our defensive philosophy. So very excited to have him on board, and our girls are really buying in and becoming more comfortable.
And how important is it now to get to this next game? I'm assuming you got Cleveland State coming up. You know, you have Green Bay facing Butler. You guys may be on top here, so that's pretty big, you know?
Well, we just wanted to control what we can control, and that was our efforts today. And I said we had the early games, so we could potentially be in first place. So I'd like to see that printed out, Maggie, for 2 hours. So we could, with the early game, we could be in first place for 2 hours. Really not sure what has happened with Cleveland State and Wright State. They were in a battle. But yeah, we just wanted to control ourselves and let them just go duke it out, and then see what happens.